Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to On Par with Amanda. We're going to bring in, I think, Bill. How are you, sir?
I'll be here. It's me. Yes.
I never know. They just go by what the gallery wants.
That's it.
So we got to get right to this. So
Yes.
We're continuing with the controversy. So long while back, Kirkland Costco brand came out with a golf ball that mimicked the Pro V, very similar. Everybody was loving it. And they went through a lawsuit because it was said to have basically taken the exact design of the Pro V1. And everybody was very sad because it was a good golf ball, but obviously it was great.
It was an affordable golf ball.
It was an affordable golf ball. So it was basically just an affordable Pro V1. So that was the first trial. Then they came out with a set of irons and just recently released a new putter. But in doing so, they are now in a lawsuit for the irons with TaylorMade. TaylorMade has come out and said, to be exact, TaylorMade said that they are making false and misleading statements in violation. The iron's design infringes on several patents tied to the company's popular P790 iron that is similar to a hollow cavity design.
Yes.
Bill, why would you do it twice?
I don't know, but when I dove a little bit deeper to find out, about the irons, because you always have these other people that are trying to do test results and everything like that. And one of the articles that I found, it actually named that the manufacturer of those irons for Kirkland was Indie Golf, who started out several years ago doing just their wedges, non-conforming, conforming, tour player ones. So I found that really, really interesting. It goes on. And I mean, I checked their site. They're still up, even though they're out of stock. They're still up there, which surprises me with a lawsuit going on. Out of stock just means that they're still coming. So I was looking, I'm just amazed by it. I really am.
I am, because the size, we're not talking about a little mom and pop shop. No. We're talking about Costco. So the Kirkland brand is very well known. It's a huge brand across the nation, from bath product. I mean, everything in Costco, they have Kirkland product. But I don't understand. So my only thought here is that, do you push out a product knowing that you're going to sell enough quickly because it's affordable and everyone's excited over it, that by the time the lawsuit actually, and then they end up settling anyway. Okay, we'll take it down and we'll pay you a fine and we move on. They've already made their money.
Yeah, it's crazy. That was $500. For the irons.
That's what I mean.
And you're already hearing the ramblings of their putter that unfortunately resembles a Scotty putter, but people are testing those as well, along with the namesake of Scotty. And the results of everything that I've seen is that it doesn't compare to it. So is it really the same thing if you're putting it head to head and it doesn't
perform the same?
It doesn't perform anywhere near it. So is it something that they're going to get sued for again? Because it's so I'm trying to figure out with this whole indie golf thing, if they're the ones that are truly making them, are they going to be part of that lawsuit as well? Because they got those patents from somewhere.
Yeah. And I also think that when a company as big as Costco, like I said, the only thing that I can think of is that they know they're going to be so far out ahead of it that like by the time it gets resolved and they're making more than they're spending. But
absolutely,
even with that, I don't know. I don't know why you even mess around in an area that they're not a golf company.
Because you can.
And you have the money and you can outlast and you can do.
Normally, like when Titleist had that big golf ball thing that blew up 13 indie companies, smaller companies, they basically shut them down. They ran for the hills because they couldn't afford.
They couldn't afford.
They couldn't afford to fight.
Costco
can afford.
The Kirkland brand is far bigger than TaylorMade.
So TaylorMade in itself, I mean, they got lawyers that they're going to focus on that stuff, but so does Kirkland. So
so it's like I said,
at this point, do you want to like, okay, we'll pull them off we'll stop selling them, but they don't have any more to sell. So one way or another, those things are going to come out,
right?
So I don't know. I mean, it's because I can. It's not because there's a real need. There's always something out there. I mean, they're proven from the reviews that I've seen, they're not the same. But if I take this from this company and then I take this one from this company and then I throw this in and then I'm going to go throw a little bit of this in.
Yeah.
I made something different, but I took everybody else's ideas that were the best.
You started with.
Yeah, I started somewhere, but is it the same? Do they have their patents? What did I take? What I did it? I just can't see people throwing that kind of money away, knowing that it's coming, and if they're doing it intentionally, especially when it comes to golf, they're just throwing every year. There's a new product out there that it's
It's just, it's very weird because like there's money and then there's money. And, I mean, these companies are so big, they're existing on a level we're very unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
That, like you said, it's just kind of a battle of
I'm just going to throw it out there. If you're looking for a set of irons that are $499, you don't need to go get them there. Wait till the lawsuits. Go to Torridge. You can get a custom set, turn around 2 days, and you're going to have a real legit product. You're not going to have to worry about nothing. You know what you're going to get is going to be top notch.
I don't know how that works. So like with the golf ball lawsuit.
Yep.
And they finally removed the golf balls from being sold, but like it'd be interesting.
They sold other golf balls after the fact.
Yeah, they just changed them. But my point is, in a perfect world, you would think if we're in a lawsuit over golf balls or golf clubs, once it's deemed that you stole my patent, those golf balls that are already been sold should be not in regulation.
They should. Well, they're not going to call all the. Can you imagine them trying to recall? Because when those balls came out, everybody jumped. Everybody was buying.
And
dozens
also,
and dozens.
Amateurs aren't worried about whether something's in regulation technically or not. But so I guess that'd be hard. But I don't know. It's interesting to me because
it is. But we see it all the time. People knocking off other people's stuff, but we don't know if it legitimately is, because we know some of the guys from the alleged company that they're talking about that created these irons. And I think, from everything, all the dealings that we've had with them in the past, they're above board. It's a legit company. It's a smaller company. So I don't know. The
other thing is if it's outsourced. So I mean, this happens all the time. So you outsource something. So you have your design, go to China to get it manufactured. Do you think the warehouses and the factories in China care about your patent? They sell it to 5 other people. And
there's a limited amount of manufacturers out there.
You know what? I'm going to sell it to you, and I'm going to put your stamp on yours and your stamp on yours. And I think a lot of people don't realize, like, even when you go to buy, I always say this, when you go to buy cereal or you go to buy toilet paper, or a lot of these are being made in the same manufacturer with a different brand name on them.
So Fruit Holes could be Fruit Loops.
100%.
You're just paying half the price because you're not paying for that name, that trademark.
I hate to say it, but I think that's kind of the gist here too. Like, you don't know, like, did it get kind of just made and no one really intended for that. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how that continues and we'll kind of circle back on it. But I mean, another one, geez, Louise, Kirkland, what are you doing here?
They're making money.
They're making, and maybe there's a game. I think at that level of money, there's always a strategy. There's always a game plan. So we'll see how it unveils. Bill, thanks for joining us as always.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Make sure to tune in, write in. We love hearing from you. And until next time, keep swinging for par.